Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Ted Keller, and this is a daily new presentation called Severe Weather Outlooks, and it'll go through the next 7 days of severe weather potential across the U.S. Let's start with today, Wednesday, last day of April, the 30th, and we have two areas as outlined by the Storm Prediction Center, SPC. One a little more serious than the other, but this area down here in Texas has been actually highlighted for a couple of days. It's now in the enhanced risk zone here for the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex area is in that, and here's the risk. So it's a 3 out of the 1 through 5 scale used for that. This popped up this morning. This is a new risk area here. There's a tornado threat with this too, and I'll highlight that here in a minute. But from just around the St. Louis area, maybe a little west of there, straight east into southern Illinois and Indiana, another risk for today. And they'll be updating this here later on. You should know these are all the outlooks that are issued as of 8 a.m. Central Time, this time of year at least, Central Daylight Time. But they do update the daily one a lot more often, so you'll probably want to check the website SPC for more information on that. But this is the tornado outlook for today. Again, this is about the same. The Dallas-Fort Worth area looking for some of the thunderstorms to have about a 10% chance of a tornado within 25 miles down there. Pretty serious. And then again, this is new as of this morning, and it wasn't in the overnight forecast, but from St. Louis, again, in that same area I just showed you eastward. That is not the 10%, that's a 5% risk. And then if we focus on the Dallas area here, you can see it does include, here you can see the outline of the Dallas Metroplex here. Denton's included in this area. Areas around Tyler and much of northeast Texas included in the 10%. And then this extends northeast, the 5% does, almost to Little Rock, includes Fort Smith, and getting up almost into north central Arkansas. And then showing you a close-up view of that Illinois and St. Louis threat. There's the St. Louis metropolitan area there, so that 5% risk now posted for areas of St. Louis moving as the thunderstorms move along to the east later on today on Wednesday. There is also a significant tornado threat in that same area down in northeast Texas. That just simply means out of the 0 to 5 tornado scale, there's a 10% or greater probability that these will be on the upper 4, so 2, 3, 4, and 5 EF tornadoes within a 25-mile radius. So this continues as this upper-level system just takes its time moving through the central and now the eastern U.S. The severe weather outlook for Thursday includes places like Cleveland. If you want to, by extension, put that in Ontario, Canada, you probably could. Cincinnati, Columbus, Ohio, down to Nashville, Memphis, all the way down to Austin, Texas. There's a 2 out of the 5 scale risk for severe weather in that area on Thursday. And then there is a 5% tornado risk embedded within that, southern Indiana. So parts of Indiana are actually getting kind of the risk for tornadoes late tonight as that area evolves, and then again tomorrow. But then the difference is this stretches toward Memphis and down into southeastern portions of the state of Arkansas. Then on Friday, it backs up again, and get used to that because the severe weather is backing up now as the upper level flow changes. So we have this risk from Oklahoma City down into the heart of West Texas, including Midland. This is for Friday. Now, the Storm Prediction Center does not outline any official areas for days 4 through 8, but we can take a look at the Colorado State University probabilities to see what's going on with that. So West Texas and parts of New Mexico is where they're seeing the machine learning is looking and seeing, okay, there's some precedence maybe for that 5% risk in that area. That's on Saturday. And notice it compares it with the SPC, and they have not pulled the trigger. Now, keep in mind, they have a different set of criteria. It has to be a 15% probability. This right here is only 5. So just keep that in mind. Then on Sunday, get used to seeing some real high plains activity here. So this stretches right along the New Mexico-Texas border, straight north into Colorado. That's the 10%. That's the 15% risk. Now again, SPC hasn't pulled the trigger on that. They might, very possible. But the larger risk extends all the way up into Montana now. And then on Monday, again, elongation here continues all the way up into Canada, all the Dakotas. That same threat area there in Colorado. Extreme eastern Colorado. And again, this is not just for tornadoes. This is for all modes of severe weather, damaging winds, large hail, or tornadoes. It doesn't differentiate between all three of those with this particular product. On Tuesday, about the same. Same area, including more of Texas now. Now, if we go and take a look, a couple more things here. This is the Northern Illinois University Supercell Composite. The Supercell is just the Uber of thunderstorms. It lasts longer, and it does that because the downdraft is not choking off the updraft, so it's more sustained. That means larger hail, stronger winds, and tornadoes have a chance to even develop their circulation. So if you look at the supercell possibilities, the 30th through May 6th, pretty good from northern Arkansas, arcing back into Oklahoma and Texas. And then we move ahead to the next week, May 7th through the 13th. It backs off a little bit, but still pretty prevalent from Kansas due south to South Texas and the Mexican border. And then on May 14th through the 20th, that would be week 3, it surges north again. By the way, all what I'm showing you right here is pretty much with climatology on severe weather for that part of the world. Thanks for watching this edition of Severe Weather Outlooks, which is published every morning after the Storm Prediction Center's Morning Outlook. If you like this video, remember to like it and subscribe.